Well, welcome back, you guys. I'm Ariel Onstadt. Thanks so much for streaming along with us. I want to move internationally here for a second because this is a big story. We may have a peace deal between Russia and Ukraine, but of course, I put a question mark on the end of it because it seems every time we say that we could be getting close, something happens to impede the progress. But let's go through it and see where we stand right now because the president was hopeful, President Trump, that we could be seeing some momentum between Russia and Ukraine. We know the United States and Russian officials met earlier today as a peace deal continues to take shape. Ukrainians are reportedly ready to sign a peace agreement, but Russia has launched a massive deadly attack overnight. So let's get into where we stand. U.S. officials says Ukraine has signed on to this American-backed peace plan, but the same can't be said for Russian President Vladimir Putin, who sent 22 missiles and 460 drones into Kyiv overnight, killing at least 7 people. Ukraine has launched an attack that killed 3 in southern Russia, meanwhile. But the key thing here is that critics said the initial 28-point peace plan presented by the United States heavily favored Russia. A U.S. official tells Fox News after some fine-tuning, the Ukrainians are now on board with, quote, minor details to be sorted out, end quote. But Russia reportedly liked the original plan, and it could be hard to convince Putin to accept the Ukrainian negotiated changes. Army Secretary Dan Driscoll met with a Russian delegation in Abu Dhabi Tuesday as U.S. negotiators try to convince their counterparts to end this nearly 4-year war. So we're going to have to see how this plays out. But a Ukrainian official says Volodymyr Zelensky, Ukraine's president, will soon head here to the United States to finalize a deal directly with President Trump. Of course, as soon as that happens, we'll let you know right here on Fox Local. In the meantime, I want to let you know where we stand with the ongoing situation in Venezuela, because President Trump has reportedly told his advisors he wants to speak and is planning to speak directly with Nicolas Maduro. Operation Southern Spear is continuing in the Caribbean as President Trump considers this new plan. More foreign airlines are now canceling flights to Venezuela as President Trump is ramping up his pressure on Maduro's regime. According to a report from Axios, the president has told his advisors he plans to speak directly with Venezuela's leader about his war on narco-terrorism. Now, this comes despite the State Department designating a cartel linked to Maduro as a foreign terrorist organization. The Maduro regime has denied the existence of this cartel and says it would not be deterred by threats from the United States. If President Trump were to give the green light to strike inside Venezuela, there's plenty of firepower nearby. That's because the U.S. has been amassing warships in the Caribbean. New images show Marines aboard the USS Fort Lauderdale just 7 miles off the coast. And on Monday, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Raisin Kane, visited Puerto Rico, where thousands of troops, sailors, and pilots are stationed. You can see images there. Despite concerns from some lawmakers, the White House says strikes on suspected drug smuggling boats in the region will continue.